Okay, it looks like we're good now. Ooh. Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and it's time for our LIIT workout. Are you ready, Fred? I'm ready. So let's go ahead, get to some sort of marching or lateral side stepping. Give yourself a couple shoulder rolls. Just start to warm up your body. And if you don't already have your weights nearby, now's a fantastic time for you to walk over and start to find your weights. We're going to work in our traditional timing that I've come up with for this amazing class. So you've got either 1 minute of work for each exercise, or you can go for 40 seconds and then take a 20-second rest. Keep up with this march for just a couple more breaths while I bribe this amazing bird with some peanuts. And then go ahead, plant your feet somewhere. Bend your knees, inhale your arms all the way up overhead. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Relax your arms down by your side. Let's take 2 more big breaths like that. Bend your knees, inhale your arms up overhead. Shoulders away from ears, rib cage knit in nice and tight, arms down by your side. One more time, bend your knees, inhale those arms up overhead. This time, keep your arms up overhead, relax your right arm down by your side, and reach with your left hand to the right side. Imagine that your left shoulder is pressing against an imaginary wall behind you, but try not to let that left hip twist out also. On your next inhale, bring your right arm back up overhead. Relax your left arm down by your side. Gently find a push of your hips. Open up your chest. Right shoulder presses against the imaginary wall behind you. Reach with your fingers. Reach with your hips. Now your next inhale, both arms come up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Shake it out. Kick out those legs just a little bit. Maybe some cross body kicks. Warm up those glutes. Let's get 4 more kicks on each side, whether they're high or low, diagonal, or straight to the fronts. The last one on each side. All right. We're going to come right into today's movement, so find a little bit of a march while I tell you what's happening, just to keep your body going. We're going to build on this first move. We're going to start with just a little bit of a step back. So you're just going to step 1 foot back. You can take a bend in that front knee and then step your other leg back. So from a side view, I'm just stepping 1 foot back. We're going to work our way towards a lunge. We're going to work our way towards a little bit more imbalance. Let's get started on that though. Just stepping back. You can have some weights in your hands. We start in 3, 2, 1. I hit the button already. All right. So just stepping back. Transferring weight from 1 foot to the other, but can you use this front foot to really pull yourself back forward? So instead of pushing a lot off of the back foot, think about that front foot staying planted, almost gripping the floor with the arch of your foot. Because that can really help you when you're grounding to find a little bit more engagement through the rest of your body. You got 10 seconds left right here. And you can keep going if you want to make the full minute. I'm going to tell you about what our next move is for this first round at least. All right, so there's your 40-second break. You can keep holding weights. Perhaps you even put your weights on your shoulders. We're going to come on down into a big wide squat. Chest should stay lifted. And we're just going to monster walk forwards and backwards. So prepare yourself, get ready. You don't have to use weights if you don't want to. Find that nice wide squat and then just monster walk. You can be the silliest monster that you want to be, but just move those feet a little bit or a lot. Maybe you're taking a really big monster walk side to side. And even though a monster would be very stompy, I imagine, I'd like you to try and be as quiet with your feet as they're coming down towards the floor. So you're going to still be an exaggerating monster, but an exaggerating monster with a crazy downstairs neighbor who does not want you to be very loud. All right, there's that 40-second break. You can keep going if you want to. Don't worry, they're not all monster-related moves for today. Next up, we're going to get a row and a tricep extension. So taking a slight hinge from your hips, sending your glutes towards the back of the room, set yourself up. Let's get started together. We're going to draw elbows up and back and then extend arms, bend only the elbows, release arms down. Your head should be on nice and straight so that there's no extra wrinkles in your neck. There's no extra tucking of chin towards your chest. As much length in your spine as you can create. You can bend your knees as much as you want to, keeping that lower belly pulled in so your back stays feeling good. If you don't want to bend your knees a lot, that's totally okay, but you still need to find a little hinge from your hips for 3, 2, here is your 40 seconds. If you want to keep going for this minute, you absolutely can. Let me tell you about what's coming up for our next move. We've got a single-sided move coming up, so we're only going to do it once on each side. Starting with the weight at your shoulder, you're going to go for an overhead press. Relax that weight down. Exhale, find the side body crunch. Inhale to find your press. And if you need to breathe a little bit more quickly than I am, that's very normal and totally okay, especially if you're overcoming not feeling well. I just want you to maybe exhale even on the hardest part. You can inhale down, exhale here, inhale up, exhale arm up. So take things as slow as you need to. The weight that you're using might also dictate your pace and be a big part of your challenge. Awesome. I'm going to keep going because now we know what all of the moves are. So coming up next, we're coming back to our step back. We're going to add a little something on the step back this time though. So maybe you bring some weights with you. Maybe they're really light. We're just going to bring our arms up overhead as we step back. So palms facing down towards the thighs, stepping back for a nice big front raise and just alternating which leg is stepping back. Remember, we're using the front foot to help pull ourselves forward. You can step back as much or as little as you want. We're eventually going to turn this into a lunge, but we're just moving one set at a time. We're going to build up the stamina and the strength. And sometimes it's also just a lot of the mental game. You can do this. So let's keep going. If you need a break at 40 seconds, we're just about to get that 40-second peak, and you can stop right there, or you can keep going a little bit longer. Maybe for the full minute, maybe you take a little bit of a pause before. We've got our monster walks up next. Using that front foot to still pull you forward. If you're still moving, monster walks start in 3, 2, 1. So feet nice and wide. And we're just quietly with the feet, even if it's a really big step. So whether it's a really big step or if it's a super teeny little monster step, we got that nice wide squat. We're just shifting weight from foot to foot is basically what's happening. Shifting weight from foot to foot. So if you don't have a lot of space to move around, you don't have to. Pardon me for having the air conditioning on. It is woo! I'm feeling this. Awesome. I'm going to take the break at 40 seconds. Our next move is going to be the other side overhead pressed side body crunch. I'm going to take a slightly heavier weight. If you're still monster walking, you have, we have triceps next. I'm wrong. Straight arm triceps. We're going to hinge from the hips, and our arms are going to stay straight this time. No bend in the elbow, just stretching pinkies up towards the sky. Shoulders stay away from your ears. Use that exhale to find that the length of your arm behind you, almost like you're skiing. Wow, what a change of seasons we've already created within this workout. Summer is over here, even though it's very hot in here. 5 seconds left if you're just going to 40 seconds. If you're going to keep going a little bit longer, trying to make your way to the minute, remember, no extra wrinkles in the neck. No jutting your chin forward. Chin almost pulls back. Working those deep neck cervical flexors a little bit. 3, 2, now we've got that single-sided overhead press. So 1, press, carefully release the weight down. One side body crunch. I like this. Inhale as you change, exhale as you find the motion. It's working a lot better than quick suggestions. But if your weight was really light, that primary suggestion might have been exactly what your body needed. There's more than one way to skin a cat and exercise. Oh, that's at 40 seconds. I have no idea how many ways there are to skin a cat. What a terrible saying. Great work. We're almost there. Halfway through at this next beat, we're coming back to our step and our arms up. We're adding a cactus. So here we go. We're stepping back. Arms come up. Cactus your arms. You can even really lift your chin up. Find that back bend. Woo! Challenge your balance. Inhale, arms back forward. You can exhale, step back. Cactus. Inhale, arms up. And then bring those arms down. So we can put everything together. Or if you need to keep your arms up overhead because there's just too many things happening at once, that's also okay. This back bend should be for your upper body, upper back. So your chest really stays lifted. You're squeezing those shoulder blades together. There's your 40-second break. Those same shoulder blades that you were squeezing together when we were doing that row and your triceps. You got 10 seconds left if you would like to keep moving. And then we're going to go right into our monster walk. Awesome monster walk time. So feet nice and wide. And maybe you're staying in one place and just shifting the weight side to side, quietly bringing your feet back down to the floor. The most polite monster. We're like the Sully of monsters right here. Can you get your glutes a little bit lower? Oh my goodness, my answer is no. Woo, if you need to shake it out for a sec, you shake it out. But can you come back to the movement? This is our second to last time of monster walking. As crazy of a monster as you would like to be today. Rawr. There's your 40-second break. We're coming back to triceps. This time we're going to keep our arms rolled up high for the tricep, and we're just going to alternate extending from the elbow. Woo. So shoulders down and back, belly in. When you're ready, take your hinge, draw your elbows up, and then one arm swings and the other arm swings. So we're keeping that row. You can even pause for a second if having them move like a seesaw is a little too much. Maybe your weights are a little heavy. Use your exhale to find that extension. Bringing that pinky up towards the ceiling. And then your arms come right back to a 90-degree angle by your side. Upper arms are staying glued by your body. If you want to stop at the 40 seconds, that's coming up in 3, 2, 1. Otherwise, option to keep going a little bit longer, even if you just do one extra on each side. Really challenge yourself to see the change. We got 10 seconds till we have our overhead press to side body crunch. Last time for each side. Go ahead, relax your arms down, press your heels, stand yourself up. Just that one weight. Whoop. Find your overhead press. Find your side body crunch. Really use your breath here. So just like before in the warm-up, when we were reaching to the side and you were thinking about your shoulders pressing against an imaginary wall behind you, that's still happening. So we're not collapsing forward towards the floor. Chest is really open right here. You're pushing your hips to the opposite side and you're trying not to let your hips rotate back while your upper body does. Only upper body rotates back. Hips stay right where they are. You got an optional 20 seconds left to go because this is your last time on this side. Oh, I forgot about the press. Jessica, it's early. It's early, everybody. We're going to come back to our step up, step back, cactus the arms, and this time we're adding a lunge. Are you ready? So inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, step back, Cactus your arms, optional lunge while you cactus. Arms up. Step, oh, the arms can come down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step back. Whatever you can remember, that's what we're doing right now. Remember, you can have some light weights in your hands too. I was working out with someone the other day and I said, you thought about squeezing your inner thighs in towards each other, which is also a great move for something like this. Here's that 40-second break if you need it. We got 10 seconds left right here. And then we're doing the monster walk again. You ready? So get ready if you weren't. Open those feet nice and wide. It's our last monster walk. Rawr. This monster would like weights in its hands. Weights in the hands extra challenge. But you're only doing as much as you want to. That's the beauty of working out at home. Woo! Those inner thighs are burning. We got 10 seconds left to make it to 40 seconds. Yay, I'm going to take that break of 40 seconds with no shame. I'm proud of myself for showing up today. It's not all or nothing. It's what can you do and also a little bit of what do you want to do. Next we have triceps. So let's come back to those straight arm triceps. Feet side by side, belly in. Take that hinge from your hips. Straight arms extend back. If you want, you can even rotate your palms up towards the ceiling, or maybe give yourself a little pulse. If you're just going to 40 seconds, don't worry, we're more than halfway. Keep that bend in your knees. Keep that length through the crown of your head. Straight spine. So your eye gaze is gently down and forward, not directly at the floor, and not at the wall in front of you. There's that 40-second break if you would like to take it. We've only got one more round on this side. I'm so confused. 4, 8, 12. Oh, I set the timer for too long. Here we go. Great. Go ahead, stand yourself up. I added in a whole extra round of moves, but we're done at the end of this minute. So you get your overhead press, down to the side body crunch. Good. Keep breathing. We're making it to the end right here, right now. You're so amazing. Whatever you did today, whether it was one move for 1 second or all of the moves the whole time, you showed up for yourself. Oh, wait, extra 20 seconds if you're taking it. Jessica, some days are definitely more challenging than others. So just doing the best that you can with the body and the mind and the heart that you have today. Great. All right. Ignore the rest of the beeps. We have made it through all of our moves today. Go ahead. Give me some swings of your arms side to side and a nice little lateral step of your feet. Your feet might just touch side to side, or you might find a little cross of one leg over the other, a little bend in the knee of that back leg. The last one to each side. Relax your feet down, relax your arms down, shake those arms out, bend your knees, inhale, all the way up overhead. Here, drive your hips forward, cactus your arms again. Inhale your arms high to the sky, exhale arms down. Let's get one more of those. Bend your knees, inhale arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale arms high to the sky. Exhale this time, interlace your fingers behind your back as they come down. Stretch your knuckles down towards the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. So a little drive of the hips. Maybe your hands even come away from your glutes. One more big inhale and release. Interlace your fingers in front of your chest. Oh, that feels so good. Push your hands, palms forward. Find some big rounding in your back, hollowing out your belly. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, arms down by your side. Take your time as you bring them down by your side. That is all the time that we have today. Unfortunately, I do encourage you to just get up, shake it out a little bit more throughout the day. Find some great stretches for your body, some more swings of those arms, using your door to help stretch your chest and your back. And if you need more stretches, just come on back to yoga. I'll see you this afternoon. Till then, everyone.